Good morning, Year 7. Just a short clip to help you with this hazards research task. I know you started some work on this last lesson. Today you'll have your second lesson to work on this, and then you'll have one more lesson to work on this task, and by the end of next lesson you should finish off your fact sheet. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to choose one natural hazard. So as you know, we've been looking this term at landscapes and landforms. And as part of that, lots of landscapes or landforms lead to natural hazards. Okay, so you're going to choose one natural hazard from the list below: bushfires, droughts, floods, storms, or tropical cyclones. Now, so just say as an example, you choose bushfires. Okay, what you then need to do is you're going to research A, B, C, and D for your bushfire. Okay, so the first question is the nature of the natural hazard. So define the natural hazard. So you're looking at a definition. What is a bushfire? Annotate a map of Australia, identifying the areas of the country that are prone to this natural hazard. Okay, so in a moment I'll show you the fact sheet, and on that fact sheet you're just going to show me which areas are most likely to experience bushfires, and you have to think about why. B, the geographical processes involved. So devise a flow chart to explain the geographic processes involved in the occurrence of your natural hazard. Okay, so a flow chart is, I'll show you an example. So if I might just open up Google. Okay, I'm going to show you an example flowchart. And this is what a really basic, yours doesn't have to be this complex, but it's a really basic example to show you what a flowchart looks like. Okay, so something like that. So you might have, your disaster. So you might have flood, cyclone, drought, okay? And really in that flow chart, you're drawing arrows and boxes to show me how that natural hazard is caused. Okay, so looking at what leads to that natural hazard occurring. So I'll give you another example for bushfires. You might devise a flow chart, and in that flow chart you might talk about, okay, lack of rainfall over a period of time. Then you'll have another arrow going down. In addition to lack of rainfall, you might have very dry, hot weather. Okay, and you're sort of showing, I guess, how a natural hazard occurs, or what, I guess, starts that natural hazard. So that's what a flow chart is. C is impacts of the natural hazard. So collect 2 to 3 news stories that cover a recent event on your natural hazard in Australia. Use this information to describe the economic, environmental, and social impacts of the natural hazard. Okay, so for the hazard that you have chosen, so for example, bushfires, you might want to look at the bushfires Australia has recently experienced, and then you might focus on a couple of areas in New South Wales. So for example, the Blue Mountains, and you might discuss how the Blue Mountains lost a lot of business because of the bushfires. Okay. For D, it asks you to look at the responses by various groups. So it says write an explanation of the responses by authorities to a natural disaster. So you're thinking about, what did the government do because of the bushfires or the droughts? Okay, how did they respond? Do you have charity organisations that may have responded to this natural hazard? So you are going to be researching all of this, but you are going to be recording your research in a fact sheet. Okay, so it says on the lines below, define your natural hazard. So you can convert this fact sheet into a Google Docs. On a map of Australia, shade the areas that are impacted by the natural hazard. So you're going to shade, okay, for example, like if you do cyclones particularly affect the northern part of Australia because it's closer to the equator. And the question here is, why does it affect these areas? So tell me, why are these areas affected? In the box below, create a flow chart that explains the geographic processes that causes this hazard. You can write keywords in boxes but not full sentences. So I've given you an example before, so you might draw a box over here and write some, like just say your natural hazards, bushfires. You might write here, okay, long time or long periods of time without rainfall. And then you're going to draw an arrow and create another text box here and write another perhaps cause, which might be something like, dry, hot weather. Okay. In the box over here, you have to collect 2 news stories that cover a recent example of your natural hazard in Australia. So, for example, you might find a newspaper article on the bushfires that have just occurred. Okay, you tell me the newspaper title, the date and newspaper publication, and what does it tell you about this natural hazard? Did it have an economic, a social, or an environmental impact? So the newspaper might be on, if it's on bushfires, it might be talking about how much of the bushland has been destroyed and how many, for example, koalas or kangaroos have been killed. Okay. And last but not least, number 5, it says fill in the following table showing how different groups have responded to this natural hazard. So you might say, for example, the government. What did the government do? Okay, did they give people maybe some extra money when this hazard was occurring? Have they given people extra money after the hazard to help their business? Maybe the group could be a charity organization. What has a charity organization done to help a community or help the people impacted by the natural hazard, and so on. So I hope this helps you fill out this fact sheet. Okay, thank you. Bye.